Welcome to BNEWS Weekly. I'm Phil Gallagher, along with BNEWS reporters Greg Walsh, John Vias, Tad Stefanak, Robert Paris, Elizabeth Fuller, Peter Brown with the weather, and Gretchen Carey with Community Calendar. Also Anthony Matos with sports. Thank you for joining us. During a virtual public hearing recently, Burlington officials and residents got more specifics about MassDOT's plans for the 3A corridor that stretches close to the high school to the Billerica line. Plans call for the 11-foot lanes on each side of the road, making it one lane, along with 3-foot painted buffers, 6-foot bike lanes, and 5-foot sidewalks. This will prevent vehicles from passing each other during parts of the road that open up too wide. Pedestrians will also be safer at crosswalks engaging one lane of traffic rather than two. So far, as you can imagine, reaction has been mixed. A ribbon-cutting ceremony was held at Simons Park recently to officially open Burlington's new universally accessible treehouse for the public. BCAT correspondent Elizabeth Fuller has the story.
The Burlington Parks and Recreation held a grand opening for their universally accessible treehouse at Simons Park on Saturday, November 19th. Members of the Recreation Commission, town officials, and community members were there for the big day. Parks and Recreation Director Brendan Egan talks about the process.
One of our movements as a department is to make all of our parks and facilities more accessible for everybody, no matter their ability level. Some projects are more difficult to do, others are a little easier, but this one was very important for us to make sure that person, no matter how mobile they are, they can get from the ground level up into the trees and really experience nature in a different way.
A plaque was unveiled in honor of Natalie and Gordon Gillingham.
My mother passed, or our mother passed. The four of us got together and decided we wanted to do something as a memory or memorial to our parents in the town that they loved. It's absolutely amazing. I know my parents, if they could be here today and see it, would be absolutely thrilled to have something like this with the Gillingham name associated with it.
The universally accessible treehouse is the first of its kind in a Massachusetts park and the second in New England.
It's incredible, right? I mean, to be, one of only 2 towns with an ADA compliant treehouse in the New England area is fantastic. The opportunity that generations of Burlington kids will be able to have coming to Simons Park and hanging out, on a treehouse and exploring nature is just wonderful.
Bigger projects are something that you kind of dream about and think about. The park's inclusivity for disabled has been so incredible through the years, and these tree houses are something that just gives a part of the population that doesn't normally have that opportunity a chance to be what it is in a tree house. It's absolutely fabulous.
For BNews, I'm volunteer reporter Elizabeth Fuller.
The Gillingham name is a recognizable one. Natalie spent many years as administrative assistant at the rec department. Her son Douglas was the recreation maintenance director for many years, and Phil was a 1967 graduate of Burlington High. Burlington's Transportation Subcommittee recommended to the Select Board recently that the town create the position of Transportation and Mobility Coordinator. According to Subcommittee Chair Rick Parker, this position would be the center of the universe for transportation issues. The candidate can be the go-to person for the DPW, Parks and Recreation, MBTA, Planning Board, Schools, Council on Aging, Veteran Services, and more. The ideal candidate can also pursue grants, federal, state, and local. And speaking of transportation, the Massachusetts Bay Transportation Authority held a follow-up virtual meeting for the bus network redesign proposal after 20,000 comments were generated by the previous meeting. Rick Parker, chairperson of the Transportation Subcommittee and president of the Burlington Area Chamber of Commerce, says the number 80 bus remains a priority. When the 80 gets on the road, it will run from Chestnut Ave in Burlington to the 3rd Avenue Plaza and on to Woburn before ending at Davis Square in Somerville for a Red Line connection, according to the MBTA. It's crucial to us, said Parker, adding that the changes will be rolled out gradually until the summer of 2028. The town of Burlington has been awarded the Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting for its annual comprehensive financial report for the fiscal year ended June 30, 2021. This is not a surprise if you've ever seen it. The award was presented from the Government Finance Officers Association of the United States and Canada. The report has been judged by an impartial panel to meet the high standards of the program, which includes demonstrating a constructive spirit of full disclosure to clearly communicate its financial story and motivate potential users and user groups to read the report. When it comes to signage in town, Burlington should be more like Lexington. That was part of the message at a recent planning board meeting where Sally Willard, chairperson of the Sign Bylaw Subcommittee, presented photos of the plazas that house several different businesses, all with unique signs of different colors and shapes. Willard also showed how signs in other towns were being tied to public utility poles. Her committee proposes the town center have a more consistent look. Lexington Center did not always look nice and neat, but it was a concerted effort by the town and the business community to make it look nice, she said. It all starts with the guidelines and the zoning for the business district that would allow certain types of signs, she said. The hearing will be continued at the planning board on December 1st. With all the hustle and bustle of Black Friday sales and the holidays in general about to bear down, Help Us Exhibition of Kindness is presenting a display of generosity to start the holiday season. The Burlington-based network Help Us has been performing charitable deeds of kindness going on 11 years, connecting people in need with people who want to help. Founder Joyce Deliana spoke with BNews about the exhibition of kindness happening at the food court of the Burlington Mall on Sunday, November 27th, 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. The exhibit is about the art of kindness by Help Us participants, featuring photos, photo collages, a slideshow presentation, and a performance by the Burlington High School Orchestra. It's all of the people who've done acts of kindness over the years. The pictures are just a little portion of it, said Delianis. It can almost be like the story of kindness. It was time to give thanks as members of different clergy in Burlington gathered at St. Mark's Episcopal Church for a special Interfaith Thanksgiving service. BCAT reporter Robert Paris was there and has this report.
Let us give thanks. On November 21st, St. Mark's Episcopal Church held the annual Interfaith Thanksgiving service with members of other clergies in town.
Really excited to have our first in-person service since 2019. This is actually my first one because I came to Burlington in 2020. And we had a really wonderful time tonight. You know, representatives from different faith traditions. We had State Representative Ken Gordon here as well. And just a really nice time to celebrate this holiday and to pause and reflect.
It was really a wonderful experience. It was so great to be back together here in person after 3 years of not being in person, and to have all my clergy friends together and to be able to celebrate this holiday of Thanksgiving and really focus on the idea of gratitude. So the first thing that I'm grateful for is that we're able to be back together again as an interfaith community.
We hope you have a happy Thanksgiving.
Well, it's a time when we think about all the many, many things that we're grateful for life, for health, that we live in such a great community, that we live in such a great country, and all the many blessings that we have to be with friends and family, and just to be grateful for the beauty of nature and so many things in our lives that so many people don't have, to have a roof over our heads, good food to eat, and just be able to enjoy life to the fullest extent that we can, which so many people can't because of the situation that they find themselves in.
I hope people take away a sense of gratitude and just being able to pause and to give thanks for the many blessings that we have.
From St. Mark's Episcopal Church, I'm Robert Paris for BNEWS Weekly.
Lee and Lynn Terrell have sung their hearts out with the choir at the United Church of Christ Congregational for well over 60 years. Now they will be stepping down, but will still be singing by the pews. Let's check in as they reminisce about their time together with the choir.
The United Church of Christ Congregational has had countless generations of singing voices in their choir. And after 60-plus years of singing with the church, longtime UCC members Lynn and Lee Terrell are stepping down from the choir.
We've been just, with a strong group of people in the choir, and they make it easier for
Yes.
for me particularly. But
It's really like a little family. The choir is a very congenial group of singers who we really love each other. It's they're most helpful.
The two met as members of the Belmont High School Glee Club in 1952. They became high school sweethearts and sang in multiple church choirs as well. In 1960, they moved to Burlington and discovered UCC Congregational.
Basically the only Protestant church in the town, and we started coming here. Lee joined the choir first because I was busy with little people at home, and it was very difficult to get out on Sunday morning to come to the church. So it wasn't until 1962, with 3 little boys in tow, that we were able to, all of us, come, and I joined the choir at that time.
Lee and Lynn may have stepped down from the choir, but they won't be leaving the church anytime soon. You'll find them singing by the pews on Sundays at UCC.
I only have one eye. When I was working in the choir, then I would, particularly the last 11 years, Joe started there, provided discs so that I could record and work at home to learn what the music was. Sitting in the pew is quite different, but I could maybe get to understand one verse, but I couldn't be able to read more than anything than the second verse unless I'm very familiar with it. I was still able to sing a solo or, things of that nature in the future, and we've done so.
From United Church of Christ Congregational, this is John Vias for BNEWS Weekly.
Now it's time to turn to weather and community calendar. Weather with John Vias and the community calendar with Gretchen Carey.
Hello and welcome to your BNews Weather Report. John Vias here, filling in for Peter Brown, who is out this week. We have a chance of showers on Black Friday, with a high of 51 degrees and a low of 34. So be careful driving out there if you plan to go out and shop. The weather clears up on Saturday with a sunny sky, and a high 49, low 38. With the rain coming back on Sunday with a high 54, low 43. Monday will be partly cloudy, with a high 50, low 28, while Tuesday is mostly sunny, with a high 46 and a low 29. Wednesday is the last day of November, and will end the month with showers in the afternoon, and a high 52, low 46. And finally, the beginning of December kicks off on Thursday, with morning showers and a high 51, low 30. And that's all for your BNews Weather Report. I'm John Vias. Saying as Peter Brown always does, get out there, enjoy the weather, and have a great week.
Hey everyone, I'm Gretchen Carey, and this is your Community Calendar. On November 29th at 7:30 p.m., the Burlington Players will be having auditions for their upcoming winter production of Talking to Strangers. For more information, go to burlingtonplayers.com. On December 1st from 10:30 to 11:15 a.m., the Burlington Public Library will be having a storytime event with local picture book author Jessica Sinha. For more information, go to burlingtonpubliclibrary.org. On December 4th at 4 p.m., the Burlington Parks and Recreation Department will be having their 50th annual holiday tree lighting on the town common. Rain date will be December 6th. All are welcome to attend the free event. I'm Gretchen Carey, and that was your Community Calendar.
Turning now to sports, Thanksgiving is behind us, and so is the fall sports season for the Red Devils. Sports anchor Anthony Matos has the rundown.
Hey everyone, I'm Anthony Matos, and this week's Sports Report. The fall season has come to a close. Let's take a look at how the remaining teams did. The Burlington Red Devils went to Soborn Field at Bedford High School for the Thanksgiving Day game on November 24th. We go to the highlights.
Another Red Devil football season comes to a close. The final stop, Bedford High School to play the Buccaneers on Thursday, November 24th, Thanksgiving morning. Bedford kicks off, and Burlington catches the ball, making it to the 30-yard line. When the ball turns over to Bedford in the first quarter, quarterback number 26 passes the ball from the 30-yard line over to number 87 for the first touchdown of the game. The Devils manage to tie the game as quarterback number 10, Anthony Garrier, throws the ball to wide receiver number 5, Jack Savaris, from the 25-yard line, tying the game 6-6. Unfortunately, that would be their only score for the game, as that tie was quickly broken by Bedford. The Devils end their season with a loss of 49-6 Bedford. Of course, that won't stop them from enjoying a nice post-game Thanksgiving dinner, as they'll return to the good old gridiron next September. Congratulations to the 2022 Burlington Red Devils on a season well played. Happy Thanksgiving from BNEWS Sports.
In other news, the Shawsheen Rams are heading to the MIAA State Championship game at Gillette Stadium on Friday, December 2nd. We wish them the best of luck, and they will face the North Reading Hornets. The Middlesex League 12 champion Red Devils cross-country team finished third out of 7 teams at the Mass Interscholastic Athletic Association All-States Championship meet at Fort Devens on November 19th. 7 athletes competed, scoring 142 points. You can check out the results at bcattv.org/sports. 11 seniors are leaving the team this offseason. Lady Devils cheerleading competed in the Massachusetts School Administrators Association State Tournament on November 20th, finishing in 6th place. 5 seniors are departing in the offseason, including Isabella Boris, Kaylee Connolly, Alyssa Hamilton, Olivia Pena, and Samantha Wynn. Senior Chloe Abudo completed the Massachusetts Volleyball Coaches Association All-States match on November 21st. 13 other athletes from different schools around the state joined her as well. Her coaches for that evening were Sean McDonald from Frontier Regional and Brent Ashley from Linfield. Congrats to Chloe on competing in this special event. The annual Burlington High School Pep Rally was back inside the Wooden Gym this year, and it was a very fun event. For this, we go to student reporter Juliana McGrain, who was there and had this report.
Hi, I'm Juliana McGrain here at the Burlington High School Pep Rally. Let's go and check it out.
Burlington High School Athletics held the annual Thanksgiving Day Pep Rally on November 23rd in the Vanilla Gym, with students showing their school spirit for the Red Devils.
I think it was a great day. I think the kids love it. I think the students love it. I think people just enjoy coming down and having a minute to unwind, to blow off some steam, and enjoy what happened this fall. Historically, we've always kept the pep rally to the fall. It just seems to fit around this half day and going into this long Thanksgiving weekend, so I think that's probably it.
Wide variety of activities that students participated in during the event.
It was really fun performing at the pep rally because not a lot of students actually watch us at halftime. They usually go out and get concessions. So I was really happy to actually show it off to the school, even if I did kind of bite it with my first toss.
It's a great event to start before Thanksgiving, get everyone hyped up. Hopefully they go to the game in Bedford, and we're expecting a shoving match.
It was actually a lot of fun. The kids enjoyed it, and it was good seeing them doing all the different events. A good school spirit, which is obviously a plus, but it was a lot of fun. The kids had a lot of fun.
This was the second year the Burlington Red Devils faced against the Bedford Buccaneers, and was the first Thanksgiving Day game for first-year head coach George Ballion.
Well, obviously, Bedford is a very tough team. They're very good, well coached. It's going to be a tough game, so looking forward to it, but it should be a very good game.
Well, that was a great time. Thank you for joining me. I'm Juliana McGrain here with BNews.
Catch more Red Devil action on our website and at bcattv.org/sports, and check out our Twitter page at BNews Sports. That's all for now. Anthony Matos, back to you guys in the studio.
While it's too late to stuff toys into a police cruiser event, it's not too late to donate. Community members who are unable to make it to the event can drop off an unwrapped gift at the police station through December 6th. Gifts will be donated to the children of the fallen officers during the New England chapter's Concerns of Police Survivors, Inc., also known as COPS, Christmas party. Now let's see what's coming up at the Senior Center in the month of December. Here's Marge Jetman.
Hello and happy December. We have quite a few events going on in December to keep everyone busy. On Monday, December 5th, come in and make an ornament with Scrabble pieces and ribbon. On Tuesday the 6th, we have Drum Fusion at 11 a.m. and at 1 p.m. we have Irving Berlin, an interactive program singing and sharing memories while studying film clips. You must sign up for both. Drum Fusion is limited to 20 people and is a great way to de-stress during what can be a stressful situation or season. I've heard a lot of positive feedback about the drumming program. You don't need to have any musical ability either. We have the new New Orleans Jazz Band on Wednesday at noon, and the musical movie for December is White Christmas. The movie for Pizza and a Movie and Movie and a Snack is Christmas in Connecticut with Barbara Stanwyck and Dennis Morgan. On Tuesday the 13th, we're having a cookie exchange. And on Wednesday, we have a lecture called The Taste of Israel, presented by Harvard-trained physicist and Therapy Gardens co-founder Dr. Ron Rubin. You read about Israel in the news all the time, but what is it really like to be there? What is hype and what is real? Why is this small piece of land so central to Judaism, Christianity, and Islam? Find out about the history and culture of the Holy Land through a special one-hour tour of the people, the land, and food. A sampling of authentic Israeli food will be provided. One of our biggest events of the year, the Police Holiday Dinner, is on Thursday the 15th. You must be a Burlington resident for this one, and you need to sign up. Also, if you sign up and can't make it, please let us know so we can give someone else the chance to come. There is always a large waiting list for the holiday dinner. One of my favorite events of the year is when Dan Clark, the singing trooper, comes with his Christmas program, which will take place on the 21st. After Christmas, we have Dr. Kristen Murphy from Leahy Hospital coming to talk to us about eating healthy in the new year. And we finish off our special events for the year with a toast to the new year on Wednesday, the 28th at 2 p.m. We'll have a countdown and toast with non-alcoholic bubbly. That's all for now. I'm Marge Yetman, and I hope to see you at the Senior Center.
This week's photo of the week comes to us from Mary Leach. This is a photo of a puddle she shot at Mary Cummings Park where you can see the reflection of the sky. Very nicely done, Mary. We'd like to see your photos. They could be of you enjoying the holidays with your family, a serene sight out in nature, or whatever you think is interesting and want to share. Email your photos to bcat@bcattv.org with the subject line Photo of the Week. And that's it from the news desk here at BNEWS Weekly. I'm Phil Gallagher along with Greg Walsh, John Vias, Tad Stefanak, Robert Parist, Elizabeth Fuller, Peter Brown, Gretchen Carey, and Marge Yetman, and Anthony Matos. Thank you for joining us.